As spring semester draws to a close, so does the career of many Cypress College athletes as well. Before the dive team had a chance to wrap up their season, C-Scope sent over Victor Animas poolside to find out what really goes through a diver's head while attempting a 105C. Apparently that's a half front somersault off a 3-meter dive. Take it away, Victor.
I saw an article in Life magazine that had the great late George Haynes, coach of Santa Clara Swim Club. I was 17 years old at the time when I saw the article, and I thought to myself, this is something I'd like to do.
Gymnastics kind of started everything. I have a little bit of a gymnastics background. I learned that for a little bit, and then I saw this class in the Cypress catalog, kind of the same little bit, so I decided to take just a class here at Cypress on diving.
This caught my eye because it looked fun, so I did it.
I had the opportunity one summer when I was lifeguarding. The coach that was coaching a swim team at the place I was lifeguarding quit, and the team asked me if I would fill in and be their coach, and I fell in love with it and got involved in it at that point. That's where I started.
My favorite thing about diving is just that you can get really high, and it's a great feeling to be able to flip your body and twist your body in the air, and then go in the water, how you want to go in. You just do whatever you want and knowing you won't die when you hit the water.
Diving's really fun. Everyone should try it.
People with minimal skills coming into our program and developing and making them into divers, and that's part of the challenge too. But that's the fun part. You get to see people develop quickly and enjoy a sport they might not otherwise have gotten acquainted with.
Diving certainly isn't for everybody, but go ahead and give it a try like I did. I took a 1-semester course, just like the class, before I joined the team, so I just decided, might as well try it. It seems like fun, so if you want to have a little bit of fun, go ahead and join the semester diving class. Learn a little bit of the basics how to dive, and get some air sense in there. It's pretty fun.
It's really fun. It's really challenging to me.
Competitive diving, the elements are that you have to dive from certain categories and you have to look good doing it. You score points by the eloquence of your dive and the power and the form, but also a lot of grace and rhythmic ability on the diving board, and those are things that you train your muscles to do.
Yeah, I competed this year for Cypress College swim and dive team. About 8 competitions. First, you have your regular ones, your bi meets, your tri meets, which is like 2 and 3 schools, and then they throw in a couple invitationals, which is like they can get up to like 8 or 10 schools. And then the last competition I went to was the semifinals. Unfortunately, I did not make it to the finals. For finals, you had to have top 6, and I got top 9, so I was a little bit close, kind of.
I don't know if I'm going to join the team. If I could, I would, but I don't think I can.
You can start out at just about any time and develop enough dives to where you can be proficient at it in a short amount of time and still have the skills and tools to be a pretty good diver after about 2 years. But guys that are diving on the Division I level, on the Olympic level, they are dedicated divers, spending probably 4 or 5 hours a day honing their craft, maybe 6-7 days a week. So it does take a lot of dedication to be diving on that level because there's just no room for error. Everything has to be pretty close to perfect.
The most challenging thing, at least for me, are the back dives because on a back dive, you can't really see the water when you go in. Whereas a front dive, you have all that time to see the water.
It's really like getting to know your body to move it right, the way you want it to, the way it should. That's the hardest thing.
Although it's not a requirement, but the physique definitely does help. It does help to have quite a bit of coordination, determination.
Definitely, you have to have a lot of core strength, which is like the abs and everything like that, to be a good diver, because you need to hold your tucks, you need to hold your pikes, and you need to have a pretty straight body when entering the water. So the core is very important in diving.
Because you're in the air and you don't know what's going to happen, or so controlling it.
From the time you start to learn how to dive, it's all training muscles, how to work in a certain way.
The more flexible you are during diving, the better you'll do, because it allows your body to, to bend certain ways. But also stretching also helps relax me, gets my mind off the stress of the competition.
I don't know. I just do what I do, and it's fun. So I like it.
Of course, there's the fear factor in diving. You have to be fairly fearless. I consider it kind of an extreme sport in a way because there is a fear factor built into diving, springing off the board and getting heights and things like that. All those types of things help.
The highest thing I've ever jumped off or dove off, I think, is this 5-meter platform up to the right of me. No, I've kind of learned to to trust in the long ways down, so it's not really that scary anymore.
I'm a little bit scared, but it's not that bad. Yeah.
Many of the high schools have taken their diving boards down, and some of the colleges have. We're one of the few schools that still supports a diving program. We do have a diving class as part of our curriculum, and we seek divers out of our classes and out of our gymnastic classes as well.
Being on the Cypress College diving team, it's been an awesome time for me. I started out being new to the team this year, and now that the year's over, I really miss it. I really miss all the people on the swim team. Really miss the diving, the contact with other divers, and everything.
Joining us tonight, and for round-the-clock coverage, please subscribe to cycron.com. Thank you.